maintenance on an aggravated battery.
How you doing, and thanks for watching. This is George here at Wicked Warnings, your #1 source for LED emergency lights and safety equipment for cars, trucks, vans, buses, boats, and golf carts. And as you can see here, we have our new slick stick in a 6-head configuration. We've done 2 of them right above and below the GMC grille, and this is a 2013 GMC truck. These slick sticks are not syncable at this time, so they're going to stay in phase for a little while, but there is no synchronization wire yet. We may bring that out in the future. As of right now, the synchronization between slick sticks is not available. You can definitely change the patterns. As you can see, here's a different pattern that we have on this particular bar. We also feature our rough country lower bumper LED bar, and it is activated on the same flood switch that the slick sticks are on, as you saw in the beginning of the video. As you can see here, and I'll darken the camera a little bit, you can see everything flooding right there, and there's actual camera. Extremely good amount of usable light. This is all done to the customer's specification. This is exactly how the client wanted his system to work. It also features our 6-button control panel as well as a Whelen 100-watt PA system. And in the rear, we have our LED HAW Duo in a LD lens in the reverse socket, reverse lens of the taillight. And we're also featuring an 8-head slick stick in the rear. Here you can see how we mounted the slick stick behind the grille. There was some modification needed to fit it back there. It's not the easiest drop-in mount, but with a little bit of trimming on some metal brackets and a little reshaping, we were able to make it work. The rough country bar in the bumper is a direct bolt-in, no modification needed for that single row. And you can check the description of the video for links to all of these products, as well as a shopping cart link to buy the entire package with some included wire to wire it up very similar to the way I would. Just to demonstrate the flood feature here, we're going to turn the shop lights off and then run the flood front for you. Alright, shop lights are off, and now we'll go ahead and turn on the front flood. And that's the amount of light that's coming off the front of this truck. So extremely usable, nice white. You can see the camera auto darken there. And did I mention the air horn setup that we put on this truck? As well as the 100-watt PA system, Move. Let me show you the back. As I said earlier, around back we have our 8-head slick stick in amber white in the rear window. Basically fills the entire top of that rear window. We did try to test fit a 10-head, and it wouldn't go all the way up to the top of the window. So you could fit a 10-head in there, but it definitely does not go to the ceiling the way the 8-head does. Below that, in the reverse housing, mounted from the bottom up, you'll see our LED HAW Duo in an LD lens in amber, alternating there in the reverse housing. There's some extremely dark tint on this particular rear window, and the slick stick, as you see, has no problem punching through it. We've also incorporated the rear stick flood mode as well, so the client has a front flood or a rear flood. So how we mounted that in the vehicle here is we took out the factory plastic rivet push inserts that were holding the headliner up, and we then enlarged the hole and put in a 5/16 riv nut insert so we can put a bolt there. We put our headliner bracket right there, so if we were ever to unbolt this and get rid of it, we could reinstall those factory plugs, and it would pretty much not have any damage. We would glue them in because obviously the holes are a little bigger now, but it wouldn't show any holes in the headliner with this kind of a mount. That's our slick stick in the back there. And mounted right here next to the client's right leg by request is his 100-watt Whelen PA air horn system, as well as our 6-switch controller, which always seems to have a problem focusing. Let's see if, oh, it did good this time. We've got move on the buzzer, tone, front flood, rear flood, a pattern changer for the front grille or the rear, depending on which is active at the time, and then a grille switch and a rear switch and the main power switch. This is just mounted right down here by the leg, customer request. Everything works out very good, very clean. You can see here we ran the wiring behind through the grommet and down into here. Most of our brain is behind all these panels here. That's where our Wayland controller is, and we've ran the wiring underneath here and simply mounted that microphone right there by his right knee. Very convenient spot. He likes it. So thanks again for watching. This is George at Wicked Warnings. I hope you enjoyed this video, and be sure to check the comments and description for links to all of these products. If you can't tell, I have been feeling a little under the weather, so I apologize for the lackluster enthusiasm on this video.